So, raising 4 kids in Dubai, essentially, that's what this vlog's about. So we thought it'll be a good topic to cover is the obvious positives, right? Dubai is very family friendly, isn't it? There's loads of activities for the kids to do. As well as all of that, you have great education. The school that our children go to, we're really, really happy with. The biggest adjustment for us is the mixture of different cultures. What we want to explain, it's not like a major concern or a major issue. We want to explain this to make you aware of it if you do face this, if you come. And we feel safe generally.
No, I definitely feel safe.
Feel safe generally, but it's something you need to be prepared for.
Yeah.
So, what's up, guys? It's the Monago family. Hey, I'm Uche, Monago family dad.
I'm Charmaine, Monago family mum.
And we're the Monago family parents. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Why wouldn't you want to join a family like this? What face did you do this time? Okay, I need to work on mine. I'm always doing that eyebrow up. I don't know what I was doing there, to be honest with you. And if you're coming back to our channel, welcome back to the channel. We appreciate you. Thank you for coming back to us. MF Squad, we love you guys. Don't forget to give this vlog a like, because you know the likes keep our channel alive. Hit the notification bell so you know when we post. Yeah, let's get into the sofa talk, really.
Yeah.
So, raising 4 kids in Dubai, essentially, that's what this vlog's about. So we thought it'll be a good topic to cover. We are a big family. 4 kids is a big family, I guess, in any country. Really, it's just considered a big family.
Number, yeah.
You know, so now the type of number that when sometimes you say to people you've got 4 kids, they look at you, oh. When people say that to you, then I guess you realise you've got a lot of kids, isn't it? But yeah, look, raising 4 kids, raising kids in Dubai. For us, it's raising 4 kids. We've got 4, but just what is it like raising kids in Dubai? I guess the first thing is like to talk about is the obvious positives, right?
Yeah.
Dubai is very family friendly, isn't it? Very family friendly. Yeah. There's loads of activities for the kids to do.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, we haven't even touched the surface on that, yeah?
We haven't gone anywhere near the amount of activities there are for us to do. Yeah. There's literally so much. If you just start with where we live, in our community alone, we've got like a whirlpool, different swimming pools. We've just opened a water slide as well.
Yeah, in another community.
Which we have access to. We've got gyms. We've got everything. I don't know, I mentioned gym, like my parents are going to use a gym yet, but they're not using it yet.
They've been asking to.
Yeah, they've been asking to. Yeah. Just even starting within our community, spreading out to the wider Dubai. There's just so much to do. You know, the kids obviously, we live in a gated community with security, 24-hour security, so kids can go out and play quite safely. So that's the obvious thing. So the safety, the amount of things to do. Obviously the weather's amazing. Does get ridiculously hot in the summer.
I mean, how hot it is, you just want to jump in there. It's so hot.
We've got coffees, but we're not going to dare to drink it in this weather.
No, you can't now.
Right? Yeah, it does get ridiculously hot in the summer, so you have to manage that. But generally, you know, the weather's
it's about
great.
2 to 3 months. It's about 3 months in a whole year, and then the rest is great. So, yeah.
Even managing that. Look, you know, we're here and we didn't go away. So our kids are basically in summer schemes, summer camps, indoors. So you can manage it. So from a perspective of like,
it's hard, but you can manage it.
Yeah. Some of the, would you say it's hard?
Do you know what? I'm never going to use the word hard. I mean, a lot of people find it hard. I'm not going to pretend because people find it difficult. I mean, the minute you walk out that door, it's over. You're drenched. It's just hot. Let me just not pretend.
In the summer,
it's hot. It's really, really hot. But you can manage, like Uche said, because there is so much to do in Dubai, and they've got so much indoor facilities to actually manage this time anyway, so you are not too hot. But obviously, you know, if you're one of those people that miss the fresh air for the first 3 months, that's why a lot of people do go away. But I think it's good, and you know what, we've built our children have built resilience now. They're fine. They sweat and they get on with it, and everyone does. But it will be tough for some people.
I think because we are like because I love the sun.
Yeah.
I would definitely choose this above rain.
No, definitely.
And snow.
And you know where you stand, it's quite consistent. You know, these are the 3 months where it's hot, and then the rest of it is consistent weather. So you know where you are.
As well as all of that, you have great education, access to great education. The school that our children go to, we're really, really happy with. The facilities, the amount of activities they've got. So you know, from a perspective of like, you know, raising a family, it is a really great place.
It is. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
You have access to, for us, as you know, we've got in-house help. You know, it's affordable. It's more affordable here than it is for us in where we live in the UK.
Yeah.
There's so many reasons, and the list can go on and on and on,
Yeah.
really, as to why this place is very family-centered. You've always said, like, you know, you feel raising 4 kids in Dubai is just more family-focused, haven't you?
I just find the country to be more family-focused. It's
than
just
where we came from in London.
Yeah, it's just a very family, you know, focused country. Even if you don't have kids, I just, you know, family's not only built on just children, isn't it? Family's built on sometimes just a couple, or, you know, sisters or brothers or whatever. You go to the supermarket is my biggest example. You go to the supermarket and you just see families in there all the time. Like where we came from, I just didn't really see that, I'll be honest with you. As much. You just don't see families. Like I see a lot of husband, wife, for example, and their kids all pushing a trolley, casually shopping in there. And I actually stare at them like, this is really weird to me, but it's really nice at the same time. But the country is just, it is just the way the country is. It attracts families, I think, more importantly. It does attract that a lot. So especially if you have kids, that's a bonus, isn't it? Because you get, you know, as you don't have to have kids to live here, but I just think it has the whole package. That's what I would say.
It does. And I think even things like, we used to use the school bus in the other school our kids went to, but we don't now. But they have the school bus, so if you're a working parent, you can still continue to work, and the school bus will take your kids to school. So they've really thought about a lot to try and keep, you know, families together, families strong, and create an environment where families can thrive.
Yeah.
Right, so for us, you know, these are the things which are, you know, really positive about raising 4 kids in Dubai. We've been here for 12 months, over a year, coming up to our 13th month, or we're in our 13th? So we're at 13 months, wow. Okay, so we're at 13 months, it's gone quick. We're at 30 months, all right? So whoop-de-whoop to 30 months in Dubai, firstly, right? Because we're killing it, 30 months right now.
Yeah.
All right, so being here for 13 months, you know, there are some adjustments, right? So, you know, we've lived in London all our lives, right? And we've come here to a different environment. So there's definitely some adjustments, you know, to raising 4 kids here. For us, I think the biggest adjustment for us is the mixture of different cultures. Mixture of different cultures. So, you know, when we first came out, obviously our kids mixed and played with different families, and you've got people, you know, as we've kind of spoken before, Dubai is made up of like 80% expats.
Yeah.
And particularly where we're living in our community, it's probably like 95 or 90%
It's really
expats.
high in our community.
Yeah, it's probably 90-95 expats here, really. Yeah. So you have to think, you've got loads of people from different parts of the world, and they basically just all come together.
That's a lot.
Now, you know, everybody has, you know, different cultures. Everyone's come from different cultures. So that is, for me, has been the biggest shock.
That's the biggest challenge.
That's the biggest shock for me.
Yeah.
Biggest
it's become a challenge as well, hasn't it? Because our kids have played out, and there's been, you know, not issues, but a few problems here and there. And that, I would say, that's got to do with culture and where different people come from, and we're having to explain our kids. It's made our kids really resilient and strong, but there is a lot to learn there. Even for us, we learn a lot with the different cultures, and so that's quite a challenge. You have to really get used to that and just know how to maneuver yourself in those environments. That's what I would say.
For us, it's basically where you live, right? So I think the way to handle that and the way to approach it is basically just take your time. Take your time. And we had to basically say to our children, look, you need to be pleasant with everybody, but you know, you can't be friends with every single person in the community. It's just not possible. Just as we can't be friends with every single person in the community. So that was a big lesson for us to kind of teach them and for us to adjust to. So if you're ever coming out here, you're thinking of coming out here, I know some of you watch us because you're coming out here, and some of you just watch us for watching us, and we appreciate all the people that watch us for whatever reasons you watch us, and we appreciate you. Don't forget to comment below, by the way. It's love to see the comments, and we love interacting with you guys. So basically, the main thing we have to tell them is, look, just take your time. Take your time and establish some genuine friendships, and just take your time. So that for us is the way you overcome that challenge. As well as that, so our kids go to a British curriculum school because we came from Britain, right? From London. So that's why we chose it. If we came from America, probably would have chosen an American curriculum school. So remember, although, you know, in the community, it's kind of like a mixture of a melting pot, which is great, because you do get exposed to different cultures as well, by the way. That's a point to mention, which is quite nice. You know, when you go in Dubai, they have, you know, American curriculum school, Indian curriculum school, British curriculum school, they even have German curriculum school. So you will find you can have schools where you're going to be with people who may have come come from a similar background as your kids.
Yeah.
And that's really, really helpful because you kind of just know where you stand, really, isn't it? And you're coming from a place of familiarism. And I think that might be something that's quite unique to Dubai, really, because they are catering to the mixture of different cultures.
They are.
I'm not sure if there's many countries, and comment down below, because you may be watching from a country where this is like that. I don't know of many countries where they've got, so many different curriculum schools.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know some people who come from different countries in Africa, they take their kids to international schools. They're called international schools. So I don't know what the mix is like there. Because even in their school now, even though it is a British curriculum school, and I think the biggest familiarity is the teachers, because every single teacher is actually British.
Yeah.
Whereas all the children are not British. Some of the children are coming from different places, but some of these children do come from international schools again. So they're quite familiar with that, environment. So it just makes the environment all round
something they're used to.
And they're used to,
something
just
they're
familiar.
used to. Yeah. And it's not like, we probably would have been comfortable sending our children to maybe an American school.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
because
that
that's
either.
quite similar to
quite the same.
Similar to the culture that we had. But if you've got a choice for them to continue the curriculum that they've been doing in the UK already, then it makes sense for them to just go to a British curriculum school for now.
Yeah.
So that's why we chose that. And it's weird because sometimes you're taking them to school and you literally feel like you're still in the UK
in the school
with the great weather when you're dropping them. So not much has changed there.
In the school is quite
if that
the
makes
same.
sense. Yeah, it's quite great. I mean, obviously it's a better school overall than where they were in the UK in terms of facilities and teaching and what they have available to them. But I mean, it is a private school, so essentially. But from the perspective of, it just feels like sometimes that we're dropping our children because there's familiarism for us, isn't it? In terms of speaking to the teachers as well as the children.
Yeah, it's comfortable for all of us, I would say. Yeah,
as well as the children.
Makes it really comfortable. Yeah.
So are there any other things that you would say in terms of the culture? So Charmaine and I have been chatting about this, and we've been speaking about it, and we've been trying to figure out the best way to address this. We want to address this point as part of this vlog, but we want to do it in the correct way, right? The main thing is, look, we want to explain, it's not like a major concern or a major issue. We want to explain this to make you aware of it if you do face this, if you come. But then we don't want to make it such a big thing, because it isn't such a big thing. And we feel safe generally.
No, I definitely feel safe.
Generally, but it's something you need to be prepared for.
Yeah.
So if somebody, the way I always explain it to Charmaine, right? Okay, so we're born in the UK, right? We're black British, born in the UK. My parents are originally from Nigeria. Charmaine's parents are originally 3/4 Gambian and 1/4 white English, right? Hence her being mixed race. Okay, so her mum is mixed race, hence her being mixed race. Okay, so if you're in the UK, right, and someone asks you where you're from, we're just having this conversation, what would your answer be?
So I was born in the UK, but my heritage is Gambian, quarter white, etc. Everything you just explained there. But I would follow it with that, but I would say I'm born in the UK. Yeah.
So me too, I would say I'm born in the UK, but I'm Nigerian, I'm originally Nigerian, right?
Yeah.
So okay, so our kids now, they're born in the UK, their parents are born in the UK, whereas our parents were born in Africa, right?
Yeah,
which is
so
different.
my mum was born in the UK.
Then went to live in Africa.
Yeah.
So she just got a Gambian accent anyway. So she's practically born in Africa. So we're basically, so whereas our children, we're born in the UK and our children are born in the UK, right? Very much in touch with our culture, our children, but they're also in touch with UK because they're born in the UK, right? And their parents are British, right? We sound like this. So when our kids have been asked in school, in some scenarios, more so in the previous school, it happened more. We moved them from that school to this school, and this was the reason why. Where are they from? And they've turned around and said they're from the UK.
Yeah.
Some children have seemed to be a bit confused by this,
They have been
right?
confused,
Because our children are black, essentially, right? So from their perspective, because they're black, then they can't be from the UK.
Yeah.
Right? That's made our children a bit uncomfortable.
It has.
But we've had to explain to them, look, I don't know, that from where they're from, they have this idea you can't have black people from the UK.
They just see, maybe, I don't know, when you see the royal family, that's what they're thinking. They don't think this. Now, I can't say, I don't know if this is due to parenting or this is due to the child being very naive. We'll never know. Some people just come from countries where they're not exposed to this. I don't know. It's very difficult to say to narrow it down to why it happens, but it has happened.
It has happened. This is the thing though, from their perspective, what they're expecting you to say, right, is what they're expecting them to say is that they're from Africa, because as far as they're concerned, which technically is true, right? Because our heritage and we originate from Africa.
We do.
We originate from Africa, so
this scenario could happen so many times in different other countries, because I've seen them happen so many times, where someone is born in Africa, for example, but their heritage isn't Africa, but they say they're African because they're born in Africa, rightly so. Born in Africa, rightly so. So this can be a round circle scenario. As far as I'm concerned, look, I'm going to be completely honest.
1 second before you do that. Before you be completely honest. One second. Before you be completely honest. Comment down below, like if you're watching. Comment down below and let us know what you say, right? When someone says where you're from, because you may be born in a country, but your heritage is somewhere else. So where do you identify with more? Do you identify with where you're born, or is it like a mixture for you? Let us know what you're saying, because I personally think, you know, this is just a question. I think you have to be careful in terms of how it's addressed. Like some of the children saying to my child, you know, one person said, you know, in the last school, and this is one of the reasons, and one of the reasons why we took me out of school was basically, oh, you know, you have to sing a certain song. If you don't know a certain song, then you're not British. You know, so
which is labeling them.
Yeah, which is ridiculous, really. But again, it's just naivety. You know, they in some, I guess, from their perspective, you know, they're trying to say, okay, our children can't say they're British because they're black. Now, I don't really know what to say that is, but you know, just be aware of it. I think that our kids would be more used to it now, because of what they experienced. Right? If someone said that to them now, when it was first said to them, it was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
But if someone said that to them now, they wouldn't really think anything of it, really.
I mean, I'm glad it's happened because it's good for them in regards to traveling and experiencing the world and just navigating themselves in different environments. So I'm not saying it's great that it's happened, but it's good for them just to build resilience, so they know how to deal with it in different scenarios. But I just do think, you know, I'm not going to touch on this for so long because I don't like.
Is that the point you were going to make?
Yeah, this is the point I'm going to make. You know, you stopped me because I'm the, you know, very honest person here.
Nice.
I'm sometimes too honest, but I do think it's down to parenting, because I think our children also are in an environment where they're seeing different cultures, and they're going to see some, you know, for example, we've seen some white people with African accents. We've seen, you know, some Indian people with African accents. We've seen different things. They've seen different things here as well, and not once have they questioned why they sound like that. Because due to the way we parent our children, we don't parent our children to question different cultures in the way they are. This is the way we parent, and I'm not saying my children are perfect. One day they could slip up and do something, but for us personally, that's going to be something that we're going to consistently drive into them, so that they just don't even have those conversations. Children are just all supposed to, you know, I think when children are growing up, they should just all be in one happy place and not be picking on accents and colours, etc. Because I don't think it's very nice personally. But again, some children do just say things, and their parents might be absolutely, you know, normal and have taught them everything. And sometimes it is got to do with the parents. So we'll never know that scenario. I don't want to get into it, but that's my opinion.
I mean, she's got into it, so now I have to comment.
But that's my opinion on it.
But you got into it, so I have to comment on it. So look, I think what it comes down to, again, even in this is sometimes is communication as well.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a child may just be genuinely inquisitive, or just be saying what's on their mind, but they may not know they're being offensive. You know, and then I guess some children may actually be trying to make a point of, oh, you're not actually from England because of so and so. So look, it's just something to be aware of.
That's all.
You know, definitely not a situation where we feel uncomfortable or safe. In the girls' current school, when an issue like that did arise, the teacher...
It only happened once.
In the current school,
yeah, it only happened once.
The teacher dealt with it rapidly.
It's so quick.
Just educated the child who said that, and they definitely, it seemed like they're more prepared for the fact that they're having people come from different cultures, and they are trying to create an environment where people are accepted and so forth. And I think, you know, where you identified it in terms of where you come from, that is personal to an individual. You know, if you are, like you said, you know, if you're white and you're born in Africa, you spent all your life in Africa, and you identify as African, then no one really can tell you that you're not African.
Exactly.
You know, and that's basically, you know, this is just like an ongoing debate.
You can go on forever. Yeah, you can go on forever. But yeah, so it's just something to be aware of. That's all. Yeah.
And we addressed it really well. And I'm proud of how
I think
did
we
that now.
did.
Yeah.
And I think it will help loads of people, not only people that are black, because we did address the fact that some people are white and they have African accents. They could have that same scenario that they have to now navigate in an environment like this, because children may have an idea of what a white person should talk like, for example. So I think it has, I think it can help everyone, in regards to just coming here and just being aware of it. You don't walk around and people just say it all the time. I think it's just a one in a, I don't know, the percentage is really low, isn't it? It's not like it's something that, it's happened a few times and that's about it. Apart from that, we're happy, we're safe. We love this country, as you know, because we flagged Dubai, so we love it here and it's amazing here. But yeah, it's just a few challenges that we've had. We should be honest with you.
And we need to be honest with you, because you're watching the vlogs for honesty, and we hope you appreciate this, so forth. So look, on that note, we hope you've enjoyed the vlog. Comment down below, don't forget to let us know we're watching. Let us know about what challenges you're facing, where you live, raising 4 kids, because we want to know.
Not raising 4 kids, raising
kids, sorry, raising kids. Not everyone's got 4 kids. Let us know what it's like. Let us know what it's like raising kids in your area, what challenges you're facing. Comment down below, let us know. We love interacting with you guys.
Even if you don't have kids, even just challenges you're facing as adults as well, because we've had them as well. So whatever it is you're facing.
Let us know with cultures and so forth. Anything that you're facing with regards to this video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Why wouldn't you want to join a family like this? And hit the notification bell so you know when we post. And as the girls say, share, like you just don't care. Put your hands in the air and peace out.
It's the Monago family, Monago family,